August 28th, 2024. Thought I'd try to do a quick walk through Aiteall Garden. A few tomato plants out front. They might accomplish something. That one's doubtful. Got some chives blooming. Gonna be going to seed. Some weeds everywhere that needs to be worked on some more. Got a large mount done. Compost piles. Got a cucumber growing. Sunflowers blooming in the paths. At the gate. Birds will be eating seeds soon. Yellow pear and a yellow cherry tomato growing there. The cabbage didn't do much of anything. It's got a few still growing, but they're just not even going to head. Planted Lufa for shade more at this end. May stick with some growing there each year. This here has come down from that side. Lufa's growing everywhere. The normal direction was here. They're doing quite well and hanging down everywhere. Muskmelon, cantaloupe, not too bad. There is some sweet potatoes growing over there. Watermelons, vines have not been doing good at all this year, dying and stuff. That might be my best watermelon, especially here. That's like a softball. Rest of them just rotted. But I did walk over here a moment ago. Yard-long beans. They're just hanging everywhere. Ain't picked them for a while. These are delicious tomatoes. Just like most of them, they're just not doing well at all this year, but I did happen to look. And watermelon growing right underneath the loofah here. And some more vines over here growing along. We'll pick that up and just keep it up high. Stick it back in there. So we'll see how that does. I may have to put something under a watermelon here pretty soon. Some tomatoes growing. Supposed to be all delicious through here. These don't quite look right. I'm not sure what happened this year. I believe I planted another kind down there that I ordered and did not get what I ordered. Some more delicious growing through here. There's some basil. It's going to seed now. More basil there going to seed, as well as here. Chopped marigolds out of the path so I could walk down it. A few more branches, and a sunflower's got to come out. There's a few more branches. Lufa was planted over there on that fence. Apparently it has reached almost to this end now. So, yeah, that's 30 foot plus 10 feet up. That's already rode 40 feet, so long running. Some more volunteer yard-long beans all over here. Cucumber patch kind of coming in from the other direction. Some marigolds. These are shorter ones that grow here and a little fuller bloom. They leave me one tiny path. Cucumbers. Some of the vines have started dying. Longest they've ever growed and lived in years for the cucumbers. And I'll be picking them here in a few hours. They've growed clear up and over and getting clear into the green beans. Green beans haven't been picked in a while, been busy. They're just hanging down. Got Concord grapes just starting to ripen. A lot of the tomatoes, the plants just up and died before they even ripened. So they're just ripening on the dead vines. Not sure exactly what's happened this year. Down here, some mortgage lifter. They're greening back up a little at the top and ripening. Been picking them. I just got to get a few more off of here. Some of them's keepable, some of them ain't. Even some of them plants have died and the fruit ripened afterwards. Cantaloupe Genovese, they done the same thing. A lot of them died. Now I've recovered a plant here next to this marigold and one still slightly alive inside this one. But I do have a volunteer that comes up every year after I pull the onions, or about the time I'm pulling onions. And it's got a lot on it. On that side is some red ones, but they've dried, and I'm not even sure what has happened. The plant is still somewhat alive, but is dying back. But the rest of it's just growing away. I need to get more of a racking system over here if this thing's going to continue growing every year. I didn't realize how big some of the peppers were getting. Didn't get the racking system fastened up yet. But this is it's like a yellow one over here, and these are supposed to be red. So I'm not sure if I got one mixed up or what happened. Eggplant blooming. Hopefully they'll start producing more soon. They are producing a few. Normally you wind up with a plant or a pepper in the base locked in on the plants. This year they didn't start producing until clear up here at the tops. So I don't know what got into them this year that they didn't want to produce. Got to get some weeds out still down here. This was my tomato that produced so many blooms. They're still in there just thick. This tomato is actually on the other side of this rack system. It's just so large and so many tomatoes. I've picked quite a few, but can't get enough of them picked. Here's a little better view of them all. They're even dying in there. I gotta get seed off. Up above here, it's still new branches. Not sure what happened here. This is a crossbreed. I need to get them picked and out of here. This here is a red one. And then, of course, over here is, oh, I forgot the name of them. Isn't that horrible? They will be my paste tomatoes. Romas. That's the name of them. We'll stick this branch back in here and get it growing up. And cucamelons, or I tell mouse melons, or I call them fairy melons for the kids. They just absolutely love these. They're growing nuts. Green beans, like I said, they're everywhere now. And everybody wanted green beans earlier. Seems like nobody wants any now. So that's a quick walkthrough Aiteall Garden. Gonna have to get some weeding done here real soon. We got about 64, I think it's 64 more days, possibly until frost.